I know losing streaks, they feel bad and you feel stupid sometimes, but you cannot let it affect your private life. You need to enjoy your life still, because this is business. This is cost of business. Like, if you make mistakes, you pay for that. Just make sure to try to win more than you lose, man. Yo, what's going on, traders? What's up, team? Hope you all having a wonderful time. It's Raphael back again, and in today's video we need to talk about last trading week, because I'm not gonna lie, I lost 17%, man. Around 17%. I lost more than 165,000 last week. I started the week pretty good. Like, the first trade was a winner, but then I was really trying hard on Thursday and Friday. Gave back a lot of money to the markets. I took 5 losing trades. I mean, the first 3 trades were alright, but after that I kind of like stopped waiting for my confirmation, got into this revenge mentality, and yeah, I lost unnecessary and gave back a little bit too much. But yeah, after all these winning streaks this year, I mean, we have been up more than 100%. Now I lost 16%. I mean, it's a lot of money to lose, but I'm trading with 3% risk per trade, sometimes even 4 or 5% risk. So yeah, it sucks, and I needed a few days to recover mentally, and yeah, I took a flight back to Cyprus, so yeah, I'm back in the sunshine. And yeah, but yeah, it's unfortunately, you know, that I lost so much money. It's really fucked up. But anyways, let's go over the trades. Let me talk about them. Let me show you what worked not so good. And yeah, so let's start with Thursday, guys. This video is sponsored by XAUUSD, one of the brokers that I'm using for my trading. Guys, I will put the links down below in the description if you're looking for a regulated broker. XAUUSD is the one to go. And the other broker that I love to use, it's an unregulated broker, it's Trade. I just love the way they work with crypto deposits and withdrawals and all that stuff, and they make an amazing job. So make sure to check both brokers out. I will put the links down below in the description. So, as I told you on Thursday, I mean, the first trade this week was, I think, on Wednesday. I didn't trade it on Monday and Tuesday because I was busy with some other stuff. We took a little win in here, like a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio, nothing too big. Market came back to stop me out with my remaining 20% of the initial volume, and I got out with $15,000 profit on Wednesday, which is 1.5%, not a big deal. And then on Thursday, let's talk about Thursday real quick. 1 hour chart. Let me go to the 30-minute chart. So what we had in here, let's go to the 15-minute chart. So we had a little imbalance in here, little imbalance in here, little imbalance in here, and I was like, okay, I'm waiting for market to get into one of these levels and see if we can get a nice break of structure to the upside, a nice reversals of one of these zones in here. And the market perfectly rejected 13,300 big figure number on NAS 100. Got a beautiful push, and then I was kind of like a little bit impatient. I didn't want it to wait for the market to come back, and it took a long time, as you can see. I mean, first target would have been 13,400, but my main target was 13,500. We didn't reach that one. But anyways, the market, as you can see on the 3-minute, I'll show you on the 3-minute time frame, the market came back into the zone and then made a beautiful break of structure in here. And then I saw the structure, market keep pushing, after we had this beautiful little pullback in here. I expected, honestly, I expected the market to come back into this area. I wanted to be a buyer in this area in here, but as the market started to push again after this little pullback, I jumped in, had my stop sitting below here, and then the market was coming to my first target, and this was my first mistake this week. I didn't close partial profits on the first easiest target at around a 1-to-1. It was today's high. It was Thursday's high. Build it up in the London session. I didn't took profits in here, which was a mistake from my side. Market came all the way back to stop me out, and I lost money on that trade. And as you can see, the market came back into the entry zone where I expected the market from scratch. I wanted to be a buyer somewhere in this area in here with my stop below here, and as you can see, market came down to just push after that. So if I would have been more patient and wait for my better entry, I would have ended that day with a much better result. Instead of that, I changed my bias because I was thinking like, okay, we broke the structure pretty aggressively, as you can see over here, and I was like, okay, maybe this one wants to go down to the next zone down here, somewhere in this area. So I jumped in with a sell position. Market just slapped my face again, and yeah, lost 2 trades in a row on Thursday. And I was like, okay, let's get it back on Friday. I was a little bit overconfident with my trading decisions because I was like, okay, the market, because I was pretty sure that week, I was thinking like we gonna keep pushing crazy on gold, not on gold, sorry, on Nasdaq. I wanted to see the market get back to this high in here. You see this one over here? I wanted to see the market get up to this level in here and slash through it, but yeah, it was an unrealistic goal. The target was way too far away, and we just had a reversal movement on Friday, and I was too focused on my buyers to buy this thing. I was not able to switch my mind to switch buyers, to change buyers and start selling, because the market gave me so many signals to just keep on selling this thing, and I started to buy again and again. Holded my hand under a falling knife, and I lost a lot of money on Friday, which was really stupid. I didn't wait for clear confirmation to get in on the right side, and yeah, didn't wait for clear break of structure, something like to the upside before stepping into the game. I was just pushing the button, and I hoped that it will move my favor, but it didn't, and I lost 3 trades in a row, and it sucked. I'm telling you guys, I lost $165,000 this week, and just because I was not really sticking to my plan, I was kind of like a little bit overconfident in my ideas, and I rejected to listen to the signals from the market, and it just slapped me in my face. I lost some money, and was fucked up, but never mind, guys. I'm in this game for a long time. I had these losing streaks so many times. I always come back from them just focusing on my plan, sticking to the game plan, just doing my thing, you know. And this is what we're gonna do next week, and I'm sure we're gonna get it back maybe next week, or even maybe take me 2 weeks. Let's see. I will just focus on good trades, make good trading decisions, and then we will get it back, man. I will not try to force things to do it quick or something. So we're gonna make it with straight risk management, step by step, and just trying to get the next winning streak running, man. Let's do it, guys. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I partied a lot, even if I lost, guys, because you cannot let the losing trades or losing streaks affect you mentally. I mean, I know losing streaks, they feel bad and you feel stupid sometimes, but you cannot let it affect your private life. You need to enjoy your life still, because this is business. This is cost of business. Like, if you make mistakes, you pay for that. Just make sure to try to win more than you lose, man. That's what we do, man. So that's it, guys. Trying to be as transparent as I can. Yeah, I just wait for the next week. I'm gonna be focused from Monday to Friday. I mean, last trading week I was not in front of my charts Monday and Tuesday, and I think Tuesday is one of the most important days in the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, and yeah, let's see, man. The upcoming week we're gonna smash it for sure. I will keep you updated in the free Telegram channel, and I hope that we're gonna make some money, guys. Wish you a blessed rest of the Sunday, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.
Every time I